Welcome back, everybody. Got an exciting day today. Got a lot of new parts coming into my house, and I'm gonna go through all my new parts and my plans to do some more work on the 1200 Ute project. Let me show you some of the new parts I got. This here is a strut tower bar that I had to get some repairs done on. So that's not really a new part, but that is a part I'm planning to put on. I had to get it shortened. This part is one of the parts I've been missing for a long time. This is the back panel for the tailgate. The liner that goes inside. And my plan for that is to paint it the same color white as the tray with the Raptor liner. So I have some more Raptor liner that I'm going to paint that with. The resonator for the exhaust, because right now it's just straight pipe back to the muffler, and it's really loud driving the car without one of those. Brand new shock absorbers for the front. I found them in Ecuador. You saw this already, probably in a previous video. This is the O2 wideband sensor. Another part from Ecuador, a reproduction part, which is the handbrake cover, which I don't have a proper one for, so that's nice to have. These are aftermarket taillights made in Taiwan. No different than the ones I have, but I'm going to use the lenses probably only from this for a future video. Next up, we have some LED headlights. I've been planning to get these for a while. These are 7-inch. We're going to see if those work. They were pretty expensive, so I'm hoping that they do work. Overflow bottle. And I'm really excited for the next parts. Let me turn the camera. So these are my Weber carburetors that I was showing in another video. I completely dismantled these, and I'll probably show some footage of that, if not now, but maybe in a previous video. I completely dismantled these. They were found at a swap meet, and I took these apart all the way down to their bare bones, soda blasted them, and put them all back together with some brand new parts. I think they came out really well. So this is new territory for me. I've never run Weber's side draft Webers before. I've always been a really big fan of the Weber 3236, which you can see on the car. And I have this manifold that was really kind of a piece of junk. Somebody cut it up into two pieces. I sandblasted this and polished this and kind of refurbished it a little bit. And we're going to try to use this kit that I bought. And this is the piece that I welded in the previous video, and the rod, and all this goes together for the installation of those Webers. This was my center console that I bought in Australia a long time ago, but the new part that I added was I glued in the leather boot, which I didn't have Very hard to find them in black, but I'm pretty happy with the gray one. That looks good enough for me. Experimenting with a broken grill. I'll talk about that later. But here we have my headers, which I had to take off because I had a massive exhaust leak. I'll show some photos of that now. What I did was I took a belt sander and a hand grinder and refurbished this surface so that it's dead flat now, as flat as I could get it at home. I did call a machine shop and they weren't really that interested in helping me out, unfortunately. Still a little bit high in the center, but hopefully when I bolt it on it'll be a lot better than it was. I have the header taken off and the intake manifold off in preparation for the installation of those side draft Webers. I did have a really annoying problem, which I'll show you some footage of now. Okay, another problem and possible reason it was leaking was because this broke when I was tightening it. They're supposed to be this long. You can see that one's really short because that one broke. And that's right where the leak was. I've cleaned up all the engine, but that's right where the leak was. So I can't get it off with vice grips, so I'm gonna weld this nut on here and spin it off. Ow, man, that thing was glowing red hot. Well, that was the second attempt. First attempt didn't work. Yeah, second one didn't work either because of this stupid welder I have. I just got to get a better welder. Got the big boy over here, 240 volt one. I could try to use that one. So let's see. Well, this is my last attempt before it goes to the machine shop. I welded a much bigger nut on there, and let's see if it will work now. Nope. It did eventually come off, and I welded a nut on here on the broken part and was able to turn it off, but it took me a hell of a lot of tries to get that off, and thank God I did get it off. And I got a new, not a new one, a replacement one on for now. So those will be for the headers. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on, and I have to get two new studs here and here for the intake manifold. So stay tuned.